Before the first word was ever spoken, before light found its rhythm, the universe was a hum, a living vibration echoing across the void. From that single resonance, everything emerged. The stars, the oceans, the pulse of every heart that would ever live. Creation did not begin with matter. It began with sound, with frequency, with the eternal whisper of energy seeking form. The ancients knew this truth not as poetry, but as law. The Hermetic principle of vibration, written millennia ago, declares that nothing rests, everything moves. Everything vibrates. To them, this was not metaphor. It was physics long before the word existed. Every atom, every thought, every heartbeat moves to its own invisible rhythm. And when two rhythms align, they begin to dance together. This is resonance, the secret current binding all things. If you listen closely, you can feel it even now. The subtle pull when you meet someone whose presence feels familiar. The synchronicities that draw events together as if guided by unseen threads. The music that moves you for reasons you can't explain. These are not accidents. They are the echoes of resonance. The universe recognizing itself in another form. Modern science calls it frequency, energy, vibration. Quantum physics reveals that particles separated by light years still affect each other instantly, as if space itself were just an illusion. What the ancients called spirit, we now call field. But the message is the same. Everything is connected by invisible harmonies. Hermes Trismegistus taught that reality is layered, that the material world is merely the slowest vibration of the divine mind. Just as ice is frozen water, matter is frozen spirit. The higher the vibration, the closer it moves to the source. When your mind, your emotions, and your intentions vibrate in harmony with truth, the universe begins to respond in kind. Resonance is not just a cosmic law, it's the architecture of your daily life. You attract what vibrates at your frequency, not what you wish for. This is why prayer, meditation, and gratitude change reality. Not because they ask the universe to give, but because they tune you to receive. The instrument does not create the music. It becomes capable of hearing it. Consider how two tuning forks behave. Strike one, and the other begins to vibrate without being touched. They share a frequency, and that frequency ignores distance, so too with consciousness. When your thoughts, emotions, and energy vibrate in coherence, you begin to resonate with experiences and people who match that tone. The law of resonance explains why inspiration feels electric, why compassion heals, why anger poisons. Energy moves through everything, and it carries information. Emotional, spiritual, even physical. Every word you speak, every thought you think, every feeling you hold emits a signal. And the universe, vast as it is, answers in perfect rhythm. The Hermetic masters believed that mastery of resonance was mastery of destiny. They called it the art of tuning, aligning the inner world with the outer symphony. For them, heaven was not a place, but a frequency. When you vibrate with truth, you become invisible to falsehood. When you vibrate with love, fear cannot find you. In the temples of Heliopolis, priests would chant in perfect harmony for hours, believing their unified tones would align them with the heartbeat of the cosmos. Their rituals were not superstition, they were science in disguise. Sound alters matter. Frequency arranges form. This is why sacred chants, mantras, and even music itself have always been gateways to higher states of being. They retune the human instrument. But resonance is not only about sound, it is about everything. Thoughts vibrate, emotions vibrate. Even your choices carry frequency. Every time you act out of kindness, you amplify harmony in the collective field. Every time you act out of fear, you strengthen the discord. The world is not changing by accident. It is responding to the sum of our vibrations. Look at nature. The flock of birds, the murmuration of fish, the cycles of the moon, all move in resonance. The same invisible order that guides galaxies also guides the rhythm of your breath. To live in awareness of this is to live in alignment. To forget it is to fight the current of existence itself. In ancient Greece, Pythagoras called this the music of the spheres. He taught that the planets emit tones as they move through space, creating a cosmic harmony that sustains all life. Every soul, he said, has its own note. And when you live according to your nature, you return to your perfect pitch. Resonance also explains the mystery of love. When two souls share a compatible vibration, they recognize each other beyond logic, beyond time. It is not their faces that attract. It is the frequency of their being. And when one heart rises, it invites the other to rise with it. True love in Hermetic philosophy is not possession, but synchronization. Two flames oscillating at the same rhythm of divine awareness. But what happens when resonance is lost? When your inner frequency falls into chaos through fear, guilt, or self-deception, life itself seems to unravel. The outer world mirrors the dissonance. Opportunities vanish. Relationships falter. Peace fades. The remedy is not force, but recalibration. You must return to stillness and remember your tone. The sages taught that silence is the highest resonance. Not the absence of sound, but the presence of harmony so complete it no longer needs to move. When you meditate, when you quiet the mind, you are not escaping the world. You are tuning back to the frequency of the one mind. From that stillness, guidance flows effortlessly because you have become receptive again. Every spiritual practice ever known, prayer, song, mantra, breath, exists for this single purpose: to raise your vibration until it resonates with truth. It is not about becoming more, but remembering what you already are, a note in the eternal symphony of being. To live consciously is to choose your resonance. If you fill your mind with resentment, you tune to scarcity. If you fill it with gratitude, you tune to abundance. If you fill it with compassion, you tune to grace. The universe has no favorites. It simply mirrors your frequency. This is why miracles occur to those who believe, not because belief changes the laws of nature, but because belief changes you. Faith at its highest is resonance with the unseen, a frequency so pure that reality cannot help but follow. Even the smallest act of awareness shifts the field. A single candle alters the darkness around it, and a single awakened mind can ripple across generations. When your energy rises, you lift others without trying. Your laughter becomes medicine, your calm becomes shelter, your presence becomes prayer. That is the secret power of resonance. It does not demand, it invites. Modern science is slowly catching up. Cymatics, the study of vibration, shows how sound waves shape sand into sacred geometry. Neuroscience reveals that thoughts and emotions alter electromagnetic patterns in the brain and heart. And quantum mechanics whispers what mystics already knew: everything is vibration, everything connected. Perhaps this is what Hermes meant when he said, "He who understands vibration holds the scepter of power." Because once you realize that reality responds to resonance, fear loses its hold. You no longer chase outcomes. You tune yourself and let harmony find you. When you live by resonance, you begin to see the divine symmetry of all things. The stranger who crosses your path, the song that plays at the perfect moment, the door that opens after years of silence. None of it is coincidence. The universe is speaking your language, echoing your frequency back to you. So take a breath and listen. What does your life sound like right now? Is it chaotic noise or sacred rhythm? You can always change the melody. You are the instrument. You are the musician. You are the note returning to its source. The law of resonance reminds us that nothing is truly separate. Between your heart and the stars, there is no distance, only difference in vibration. When you raise your frequency, you rise through dimensions of understanding, not to escape the world, but to see it as it truly is. One infinite consciousness vibrating in endless forms. And perhaps that is the ultimate secret. You were never meant to dominate the universe, but to harmonize with it. To remember that the divine mind hums through every atom, every heartbeat, every breath. The song of creation is not finished. It continues through you. So when you wake tomorrow, pause before the noise begins. Feel the rhythm beneath your chest. Listen to the hum of existence itself. And know that you are not separate from it. You are the echo, the resonance, the living vibration of the infinite. If you've understood how resonance weaves the hidden unity of all things, don't miss the next episode. The Law of Cause and Effect, the hidden mechanics of destiny. Follow the Midnight Library for stories from the edge of history, faith, and the mysteries that still shape humanity.